Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the consequences of hydrogen bonding. First one is association. Two or more molecules of a compound associated with together to form a cluster or bigger unit or larger molecules. Many compounds due to hydrogen bonding associated with together to form a cluster or bigger unit or larger molecule. Here we have example of dimer of acetic acid. Two molecules of acetic acid due to hydrogen bonding associated with each other to form a dimer of acetic acid, or we can say that a bigger unit or a larger unit of acetic acid. Higher boiling points. Boiling points, the temperature at which active energy, or we can say that kinetic energy of the atom is sufficient at overcome the intermolecular forces. The higher boiling points may be defined as the substances having strong intermolecular hydrogen bonding result is associated molecules. Due to higher molecular mass of the associated molecules, extra energy is required to break the molecule. So, it is reasonable to say that stronger the intermolecular forces, heavier the molecule. Heavier the molecule, extra or higher energy is required to break the molecule. That's why higher the boiling points. We know that water molecule, hydrogen fluoride and NH3 have high or abnormal boiling point because water molecule NH3 and HF get associated through hydrogen bonding. Due to hydrogen bonding, it have larger or abnormal boiling points. Next one is solubility. The compounds having hydrogen bond with the solvent molecules are soluble in solvent. We know that like dissolves like means ionic compounds dissolve in polar solvents, whereas covalent compounds dissolve in non-polar solvents. Why alcohols are more water soluble than alkanes? Alcohols or lower alcohols. Lower alcohols means up to 4 carbons are water soluble, but alkanes are not water soluble because alkane cannot form hydrogen bond with water molecules, whereas lower alcohols are capable to form hydrogen bond with water molecules. After that means after 4 carbons, alkyl group predominates and restrict hydrogen bonding. That's why lower alcohols are water soluble but alkanes are not water soluble. Why para-nitrophenol is more water soluble than ortho-nitrophenol? Intermolecular hydrogen bonding increases solubility of compound in water because OH group is available to form hydrogen bond, whereas intramolecular hydrogen bonding decreases solubility of compound in water because intramolecular hydrogen bond restrict hydrogen bonding between compounds and the water solvent due to chelate formation. Means OH group is not available to form hydrogen bond with water. Here you can see that ortho-nitrophenol have intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Due to intramolecular hydrogen bonding or chelate formation, or we can say that hydroxyl group is not available to form hydrogen bond. That's why ortho-nitrophenol is less water soluble. Whereas you can see that in para-nitrophenol there is strong intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Strong intermolecular hydrogen bonding increases the solubility of compound in water. That's why we can say that due to strong intermolecular hydrogen bonding, para-nitrophenol is more water soluble. Ammonia is water soluble but PH3 is not water soluble. We know that nitrogen is more electronegative and small size. Due to sufficient intermolecular attraction force between ammonia and water molecule, it forms hydrogen bond. Whereas P is larger in size and same electronegative as hydrogen, which cannot create sufficient intermolecular attraction force known as hydrogen bonding. That's why ammonia is water soluble, but PH3 is not water soluble. Benzene and carbon tetrachloride are insoluble in water because benzene and carbon tetrachloride cannot form hydrogen bond with water. That's why benzene and carbon tetrachlorides are insoluble in water. Next one is volatility. As the extent of hydrogen bonding increases, volatility of the compound decreases due to high molecular mass. We can explain why orthonitrophenol is more volatile than paranitrophenol, or we can say that how to separate orthonitrophenol and paranitrophenol from the mixture. We know that in paranitrophenol there are strong intermolecular hydrogen bonding which increases its molecular mass, which requires more extra energy to break bond. Whereas in orthonitrophenol, there are intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Intramolecular hydrogen bond restrict hydrogen bonding. That's why orthonitrophenol is more volatile than paranitrophenol. Due to intramolecular hydrogen bonding, orthonitrophenol has low boiling point and more volatility, and it can be steam distilled. Next is viscosity. As the hydrogen bonding increases, viscosity of the compound is increases. Here we have example of glycerol. We know that glycerol is more viscous, and glycerol is more viscous than ethyl alcohol because glycerol has 3 OH group while ethyl alcohol has only 1 OH group, due to which glycerol makes more number of hydrogen bond and ethyl alcohols form limited number of hydrogen bond. As the hydrogen bonding increases, viscosity of the compound increases. Next one is acidity and basicity. We know that compound which can release H positive or OH negative easily, respectively more acidic or basic. We know that orthonitrophenol has less acidic character than paranitrophenol because it is difficult to release H positive easily from orthonitrophenol due to intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Basicity. We know the basic strength of CH3 4NOH is higher than CH3NHOH due to no proton on nitrogen available for hydrogen bonding. Thank you.